Hey, got a question for you. What do your friends know you as, or actually know you for? What do your friends know you for? It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. We'll start with Liz, and I'll tell you what I think it is.
Okay, what do you think
You
it
ready?
is? Yeah.
It's Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
She's always talking about this at Christmas time, so I know this.
Okay.
She's always searching for a life-size nutcracker. So she's known, am I right? You're known for nutcracker?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I just in the past couple of weeks have gotten multiple texts and a phone call when I was at dinner the other night. So the phone call came in from one of the members of our praise and worship team at church, and he said, I know you've been looking for that nutcracker. He said, I'm at Sam's right now, and they've got it.
Get out.
Yeah.
Really?
And so told me, how to find it and where,
And?
Okay, so wait a minute. Then
There's more to the story.
Rob's wife.
Amy?
Yes. So I don't even know where I was. She sends me a picture because she's in Sam's, and she says, Sam's has your nutcracker. Okay? Then another friend of mine, 2 weeks ago, just over the weekend says, no. That's all it was. Just no. But it was a picture of a life-size nutcracker. I had not seen this one at Costco.
Why? Why do you want this thing?
So I will say I got one last year. And I got one on a scratch and dent sale.
Oh,
Because he has a little mess up in the back. And
so
I was
you're
like,
replacing him.
no, I'm not. I want to add to.
You're adding, oh my word.
Because I got him on a
Really?
really good sale last year. So if you see a scratch and dent, let me know.
Okay,
I want one of these.
Scott's our news guy. What are you known for, Scott? What do your friends know you for? Is it sports?
They know me for Georgia Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs,
Yeah.
Ugga.
Yeah. Ugga.
Ugga, the
I'm
bulldog.
a big
does that
Georgia
mean?
football fan.
You don't know what Ugga
I have no idea what Ugga is.
Ugga is the name of the bulldog, right? Am I right?
Yes,
From the
yeah.
Georgia Bulldogs, they have an actual mascot that comes to the
And
games.
his name is Ugga?
University of
UGA.
Georgia? Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
Ugga.
get it now. Ugga. All right.
Between the hedges. Yeah.
Called Bulldog.
So, yeah, I think, Scott, I feel like you're more than just even University of Georgia, like just a sports fanatic, too,
Yeah, he's an almanac.
of
yeah,
sports.
I love sports. I'm a Braves fan, but Georgia probably gets the top notch of that. I've got Georgia shirts. Don't invite me anywhere in the fall on a Saturday because
Right?
it might coincide with the Georgia game. So, big Georgia fan.
And the RSVP will be no, not happening.
So if somebody
the
were
game's
to
on.
ask you that question, what do your friends know you for? What would it be? 800-447-7234. Don't text. Call us. Our
Just
texting's
call.
not working, sadly. Here they are at the skydiving festival, and these 8 guys and their friends, and they're in their 80s. It's Rob and Lizz, his radio, and they're thinking back in the day, we used to jump out of planes. We did pretty good formation.
I know what they're thinking.
They're going to jump out of the plane.
Yeah, but they're also thinking,
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're reliving it. And so these guys in their 80s, all 8 of them did it at the skydiving festival. 8 guys in their 80s jump out of that plane, and they do the formation like they're in their 20s.
that is so cool.
It's the coolest thing.
I wonder which of the 8, because there's always an instigator.
Yeah.
Which of the 8 said, do y'all want to do this?
And which of the 8 said, not really, and they did it anyway.
And they said, no, you got to do it.
Peer pressure
Yeah.
thing.
Wow. Well, it's cool that they got to do this together and everything went perfectly.
It looks great.
Yeah.
They have an amazing video. I mean, just to see it.
And to live your life that adventurous from day one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because basically you have to. If you're at 80 and you're still deciding to jump out of a plane, that is a life well lived.
It's so good. They look incredible. When I'm 100, I want to do this.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I'm holding out till I'm 100.
I'll wait for you on the ground.
She'll be in the rocking chair at the
will.
assisted living facility. Yep, that Rob.
Look at him coming. Here he
Jump out
comes.
of the plane.
Here he comes.
Oh, smack.
Who
At the
will?
assisted. Yep, that Rob. I wonder if you do this, because people do this to Liz when she's on vacay. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio.
We were on vacation a couple months ago, and we were out to dinner. It was the entire group that was with us, and we wanted a picture at sunset. So a family was walking by, and they're like, oh, we'll take the picture for you. And when they held the camera up to take our picture, they took a selfie of themselves
course.
first.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, You have done that.
I do it all the time. Somebody asks me to take their picture, I take mine first.
I think
as
that's
they're getting set.
hilarious. It's a nice little surprise. Well, evidently Michelle, she was not on a family vacation. She was shopping in Walmart and in the baby section, and she probably put her phone down to check the price of the car seat or whatever the
she
case
left
was.
it there?
And she walked off. I mean, the baby's crying. You got the formula. You got the thing. And, so she leaves her phone. She gets it later. Somebody calls her from Walmart and says, "Oh, your phone is here." So she goes to Walmart. She picks it up from customer service, gets home, looks at it, and there's a video of the family that found her phone.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they wanted to leave her a message to say, "We found it."
We found your phone. We found your phone.
We found your phone.
We found your phone. He found your phone. He found your phone.
Oh, come on.
And we found your phone. We found your phone.
In the baby section.
We found your phone at
the baby
Walmart.
section.
We found your
They
phone.
make a song out of it.
I know, and Dad's like, doing his little rap thing in the
We
back.
found your phone. The whole family's in this thing.
I think this
and then
is
they turn it in.
Right, so much fun. This sounds like the most fun family to be part of because any little old thing, they found somebody's phone and they made a party out of it.
They did.
Very cool, and they did the right thing. They turned in the phone because any little old. Sometimes we make choices to move for jobs or other things in our lives. Sometimes it's always for the best for your family.
Well, Mark Wahlberg, familiar name, I'm sure. Guy's an actor. Wasn't he Marky Mark back in the day?
Back in the day.
And what was the group? Because his brother's in it now.
Funky Bunch.
No. The other group.
New Kids on the Block.
That's it. New Kids on the
Okay.
Block. That whole thing. Anyway, Mark Wahlberg, big actor, worth millions, has a $90 million mansion in California. He's selling it and he's moving.
Goodness.
And the reason why he's going out to Nevada because he wants a better life for his kids, not the life that California and, the whole Hollywood vibe gives.
I can see that, like fast-paced. I would think Nevada's maybe where he's going, a little slower
I
pace.
don't know, because he's moving just outside of Las Vegas. It's a little town called Summerlin, Las Vegas.
I don't know much about
Howard
that part of the
Hughes
country.
bought a lot of property out there back in the day. If you know who that is, you have to look at your history books, I'm sure. But yeah, I was reading about it. I'm like, okay, what makes this so attractive? He's Catholic, so there's a couple of Catholic schools out there. So he's got younger kids. His oldest is 19. So he's got 3 younger ones underneath that. And so he'll probably send them to the Catholic schools. 150 miles of walking trails, which I'm like, oh, wow. I like that.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's into fitness.
Yeah.
He would like that a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Although he has his own little private gym at
Well,
his
of course he
$90
does.
million mansion.
Yeah.
But it looks like he just wants to slow down life a little bit and enjoy his family and get away from the rat race that Hollywood can have. And he's been thinking a lot more about his faith lately, what it appears to me. I don't know that personally, but it seems like just looking from the outside in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Outside
know?
in, that is what it looks like. He's talking a little bit more about his faith as well, and the platform that he has. I think it's great.
Yeah, and there was that Father Stu movie that he was in, although that's nothing for the kids to watch.
No.
Oh, my
No.
word. I thought it would be, and I'm like, whoop, no,
Yeah.
let's turn this off.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Little
not
bit.
one where the kids are in the room
Yeah.
watching that because some of the
Salty
scenes that
language,
are in it.
yeah.
The salty language and a couple of the scenes and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. It is a story of redemption
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Last half hour.
Great,
Point. Right.
Absolutely good. The whole man, I tell you. And then it makes me start thinking about, okay, how can I really invest in my kids more? I mean, if this guy's thinking it and he's got everything he could ever want, how can I invest in my kids a little bit more than what I've been doing?
Honestly, I think one of the good things, and I have to tell myself this all the time, is these devices.
She's holding the phone in her hand.
Put it down, and it's so difficult because that fear of missing out kind of thing. Somebody's going to text me. Somebody's going to need me. It's okay. Put it down, and it's super hard.
I put mine in another room. At
I
home,
love that.
Even though I have the watch, and so if it's important, I'll see the text on my watch. But
Whew.
really investing in the kids.
Good choices. Nick Ahmed, who is a shortstop for the Arizona Diamondbacks baseball team, he was going through some struggles. He was engaged to his fiance, but they were having a long-distance relationship. She lived in one part of the country.
Didn't work out, huh?
No, it did, actually.
Oh, it did?
It did. But at this moment, he had just been traded from the Atlanta Braves. It's 2013. Traded from the Braves to the Diamondbacks. He's having to fit into a new team, find his place, where his role is, and he was struggling. So he's out on the field, and he kind of turns around and he looks at the people. He looks at, the spectators instead of at the game going on. And they were in between a play. And he just surrendered his life to Christ right there.
On the diamond?
On the field.
Come on.
Right?
How great is that?
He said, I was at a breaking point because I didn't know where my relationship was. I didn't know where my career was because I'd just been traded. And sometimes, that can break your confidence because it feels like, well, this team doesn't want me anymore. So now I'm trying to fit into this new team and learn all new people, and just a lot of things were piling up. But he said that was a turning point in my life, and I immediately felt this peace overtake my life. And he said, I still have that today. It's 9 years later, and it's just as strong now as it was then.
Same team?
Same team,
He's
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Still on the Diamondbacks. And I love the fact that he said, I met Christ on the field.
On the field.
On the field, which means you don't have to walk through church doors.
Right.
He can meet you anywhere where you are at any moment, like right now.
Yeah.
At this moment. I don't know if you're in your car. I don't know if you're sitting at home. I don't know if you're on a park bench. It's too cold. Get a jacket on if you're on a park bench somewhere. But listen to this. God meets you wherever you are and can make an impact and a difference in your life.
And he loves you where you are, in spite of anything that you think is in your past that he can't get past. He absolutely can.
It's called having a relationship with Jesus. Listen, if you want to know about it, I mean, we could spend hours telling you about this, but I think it might be better if you talk to somebody. Listen, I'm going to give you a number. We're not going to fish for any information from you, so don't worry about it. We're not going to spam you or anything. Just give us your first name. And there is a volunteer prayer partner that can talk to you about a relationship with Jesus. If you call this number, just do it now. I mean, you got nothing else to lose, right? So here's the number. It's 866-987-7729. If I said that too fast, I'll give it to you one more time. 866-987-7729. Looks like there's some favorite salad dressing in the stores now for people who really love Chick-fil-A. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. I could take or leave their salad dressing. I mean, I'm not going to go head over heels and run off to the store and get Chick-fil-A salad dressing, but it's good when I'm there.
Oh, yeah. The one I like is not even on the list of the ones that they're putting out.
What's the one you like?
The fat-free honey mustard.
Why wouldn't that be out?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not a high demand.
How? Because I order it every time I go through.
That's you.
It's in high demand for me.
Liz likes the high demand of her own. They have the avocado lime ranch.
Yes.
I saw, and then garden herb ranch and creamy salad dressing and the zesty apple cider vinaigrette.
I've never had that. That does not sound good.
I don't think I've had it.
No.
To me, I would get it because I try to eat as healthy as possible. I'm failing lately at it, but still.
I don't think that. To me, I don't think that's the low-calorie one.
Oh, really?
There's a zesty
Why do they
Italian.
make it sound healthy?
I know, because if it's used, a lot of olive oil, maybe it's healthier than some of the others that are cream-based, but I still think it has quite a few. I think there is a zesty Italian that only has 20
Liz
calories.
Just crushed my world.
I'm sorry.
I wonder what Beverly thought when she lost her purse. It's Rob and Lizz on his radio. Yeah, it was like in the 50s, the 1950s. She lost it at the school that she went to. Well, now that school's a community center, and they'd been doing renovation, and they found Beverly's purse.
Yeah, and it had so many things in it.
It was like a time capsule.
It kind of was. It had pictures, and it had notes, and it had pencils, and, of course, a little money, some change, some things like that.
They didn't spend it.
No, they didn't.
They were thinking of going to 7-Eleven, getting a Slurpee.
Slurpee.
Yeah, it didn't work out for them.
No, but it's been at this school since the 1950s. Now, Beverly has passed on, but her daughter has been in contact with the people that found it. I can't even imagine what that was like. Hey, we found your mom's pocketbook from the 1950s when she was in school.
It turns out to be a big deal. There's one thing they're talking about. They thought one was a wallet, and it had a bunch of pictures and stuff in it. Turns out to be her diary.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
No.
And a little time capsule. They said it's like the Facebook of back in the 50s because of of all these pictures and notes and the things that she would write in the diary. And they also have a press meeting about this purse.
Well, because it's now, I guess, sort of the Historical Society has gotten involved and are saying, okay, this is a piece of history and we want to preserve it. And so hopefully, here's what I'm hoping is that the daughter gets Mama's diary.
Well, that'd be good.
I think that would be best.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
There's this bakery in California. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but they do bread sculptures.
I think it's super cool.
Sculptures out of bread, life-size sculptures.
Oh, wow.
They don't take a loaf and just make a little statue, but life-size sculptures. So they have one because they're Star Wars fans. They have one that's Han Solo when he was frozen in carbonite in The Empire Strikes Back.
I love that scene. That's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. So this is pretty cool that they were able to do this. Bread.
They've named it. They named it.
What?
Pan Solo.
Oh my.
Pan Solo.
Okay, that's cheesy.
And so
cheesy
it looks,
bread. They
Yeah,
should have made
it's a cheesy bread, right? They've got one. If I understand this correctly, they have one from Loki. So it's
Oh.
alligator Loki.
Alligator Loki?
Yeah. So it's. I think they call it alligator doki. I
Okay,
know.
they should have said alligator loafy, but okay, whatever.
And I know, right? And then they have the Mandalorian characters.
Mandalorian.
They have they have the Pandalorian
Oh, that makes sense.
and Baby Dota.
That
and
one's
and
cute.
the Pandroid.
The pantry.
Yeah. They have all these loaves of bread.
Oh my goodness! If I ever look for a
Yeah.
side hustle, I think I would have worked there.
Yeah. They have. If you could just buy one piece of clothing and it keeps you warm and it keeps you cool at the same time, that would be awesome. It's Rob and Lizz, his radio.
Yeah, there is such a thing possibly that you can get.
Okay, well, evidently Liz knows.
A little bit. This material. Okay, I'm gonna read what they say about it. I don't understand this. Nanoscale threads containing in their core a phase-changing material
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
that can store and release large amounts of heat when the material changes phases from liquid to solid.
How's that confusing?
Because it sounds like the jacket is going to be in liquid form at some point.
Oh, yeah, you pour on the jacket.
But I'm like, that's not a very good advertisement for what this can possibly
Oh, that's their
do.
advertisement?
I guess so.
Okay.
It's in the description of the material.
But the short of it all is one piece of clothing, it keeps you hot or it keeps you warm depending upon the season that's outside. Is it based off of your sweat?
Probably it's based off your temperature, I would think.
My temperature for
Yes.
everybody. That's great.
I would hope no. When you wear it, it's based off of your temperature as you wear it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And then it
Yeah, I
changes.
see what she's saying.
And then it goes.
You'll see what I'm saying.
You know what I'm talking
You know
about
what I'm talking
here.
about. It keeps you
Look.
hot, it keeps you cold.
Listen to me. When your temperature goes down, it goes up.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
We're already starting to see fashions for summer of 2023.
That's not even winter.
Well, no, but they have to get them out like on the Paris runway and in New York and this so they can
Why?
see. Well, they can see what the demand is going to be. You know, if the buyers want a certain look, okay, so now we've got to make all of those. Not like they're making them all just in hopes, you know. That, so it's way
It's
ahead
a
of
thing,
time.
huh? Okay.
So there is a handbag that is on the runway right now from Balenciaga. Balenciaga is very like uber high end.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, pair of
It's either that
jeans.
or a piece of bologna.
I know, right? A piece of cheese, stanky cheese.
I like that. Balenciaga. Take a slice of that, please.
Could I have the Balenciaga sandwich, thanks? Well, you know what? Maybe they have chips for you. They have a handbag that is on the runway from Balenciaga that looks like a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Okay.
It's
and
literally a handbag.
to look like cheap potato chips, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lay's, they're, $4 or $5 a bag.
Well, I guess they're not that cheap.
No, get the party size, it's like $6.
So this is on the runway.
This is on the
A
runway.
high fashion runway
High
in
fashion.
Paris? A bag of chips?
Yeah, Balenciaga pushes the envelope. Like, they had a pair of, I think it was dirty, muddy
This
jeans for $1,500.
it doesn't
or
make
something.
sense. Who's going to walk around with that? Somebody's kid?
Oh, somebody's going to do it. You know how much? Okay. How much would you think a high-end handbag would be, Rob Dempsey?
Not as much as Oscar Mayer bologna. I don't know. You said Balenciaga,
Yeah,
high end.
high end.
I'm gonna go way out there. Okay,
Okay.
20,000.
Oh gosh, no. It's not that bad. It is $1,800 for a
For a
pocketbook, a
that
handbag
looks like chips.
that looks like a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna say I'll sell it to you for $300.
What? Your own bag
Wait a minute.
of chips?
It'll have a few crumbs in the bottom.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
I don't know. Gene does something that maybe most people will go, oh, okay, that's different. That's odd. And why would you even want to do this in your spare time? You can do anything else. Pick up a nice hobby. Why go to a funeral of people you don't know?
Why would you do that?
Gene does this. Gene's been doing this since 2012, and she has been to 200 funerals, not just where she lives, but around the world.
This is so weird to
Of
me.
people she doesn't know. Some people are like, why are you crashing funerals?
Does she
you
go
know?
to like the get together, the family thing afterwards because she likes deviled eggs or something? Like, is she trying to?
She goes just for snacks.
Free meal?
No, here's what I think. And I don't know this personally, but here's what I think. She just wants to go and honor people
Okay.
and celebrate the lives that they lived.
Well, if you're going
You
to
know?
celebrate the life, even somebody you don't know, it's still
And
respectful.
out of the 200, I wonder how many she's gone to that only a few people show up to.
which is heartbreaking.
You
when
know?
you see that. It is.
You know?
Because some people, they may not have their family or maybe they've passed on already and
Or something happened
Wow, yeah.
along the way and they're just alone in life and then nobody shows up except for a few people. And here's Jean.
okay, Gene, I have a different outlook on what you're doing now.
She walks in there and then she's celebrating the life of somebody that she doesn't know because that life mattered to her.
Wow. So she just may scan, online who's passed away and then she decides which
Gets
one
on a
she
plane
goes
and there
to.
she goes.
Oh, she gets on a plane and goes across the world. That's right.
She
I forgot
goes
that
to
part.
everywhere, around the globe, 200 funerals altogether she's been to just to celebrate somebody's life.
Okay. Pretty cool.
People she don't know. So she's not crashing, she's celebrating.